background, so she could post the reveal whenever they were ready, preferably before the holiday rush started. The air in the room shifted as the front door creaked open. "Mia?" she called. A sigh confirmed it was, in fact, her daughter. Whitney headed toward the foyer, excited to see what her firstborn thought of the holiday decor. But when she came around the corner, her 15-year-old looked anything but enthused. "What are you wearing?" Mia's eyes were wide. I can ask you the same thing, Whitney thought, taking in her daughter's baggy t-shirt, denim cutoffs, and hoodie tied around her waist. But she had to admit Mia possessed the fresh-faced glow she could never recapture as a 37-year-old mom of 4, no matter how many serums she slathered on her face. Whitney looked down at her hunter green lace midi dress with elbow-length lace sleeves, paired with crimson pointed heels and perfectly matched lipstick. One of several outfits she had planned for today's shoot. Her assistant, Gabby, was currently steaming each piece of clothing in the breakfast nook so everything was crisp and ready for her to pull on. She put her hands on her hips and preened. "You don't like it? A bit much for a random Thursday in October, isn't it?" A frown touched Mia's lips. Smiling, Whitney flicked her long, wavy auburn hair, which was mostly extensions, off her shoulders. "No, silly. Today's the Christmas shoot, remember?" Her daughter scowled in response. Uh-oh, Mia wasn't happy. That seemed to be the case more and more. While Whitney would have once called her daughter an old soul, Mia had really been leaning into the teenage thing lately. "Come on, it'll be fun." She put her arm around her daughter's shoulders. "What do you think of the decorations?" Instead of replying, Mia shook off her arm and stepped away. Whitney's stomach dropped. She could practically see the storm cloud hovering over Mia's head. Her eldest daughter was not going to make things easy, and Whitney needed her to make this easy, because they had a lot of photos to shoot in a short amount of time. Before Whitney could say anything else, Tawny, her friend of nearly 20 years and trusty hair and makeup artist, came around the corner. Clad in her signature business on the top, party on the bottom look, black button-down shirt, flawless makeup, and her hair in short black finger waves, paired with ripped jeans and tie-dye printed Crocs. She did a little jig when she saw Mia. "How you doing, girlie?" Tawny pulled the teen in for a quick hug. Mia's face lit up in her first smile in weeks before falling. "Tired." Her turquoise eyes were dark and sad, and the exhaustion on her face was evident. A part of Whitney's heart squeezed. She knew Mia had been up late studying for her biology test. "How did the test go?" Whitney asked. "Did your extra cramming session help?" But before Mia could reply, the photographer invaded their group. "Can we get started?" He sounded irritated. "1 minute." She turned to her daughter. "Your dress is upstairs. It's gorgeous, your favorite color. We only need a few family shots, okay?" Mia looked at her with contempt, something she'd perfected recently. "No, I'm going to take a nap." Whitney forced a smile, hoping Mia wouldn't cause a scene. "Oh, don't be a grouch. It'll only take a few minutes." Resolute anger flared on Mia's face. "You and I both know it'll take hours to get the perfect shot." She used her fingers to make air quotes. "Not today." "Listen," Whitney hissed. She hated being unprofessional, and Mia was backing her into a corner. "I'm not making a request. Go up and get dressed, and then come down for hair and makeup." Her daughter's eyes flashed. "Seriously? I'm not your employee." Whitney threw her hands into the air. "Why are you being like this?" She hated the whiny tinge in her own voice. "You used to love these shoots." She thought back to the last family shoot they'd had on Labor Day weekend. Mia had started out looking sullen and